Hello, 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 and welcome to the Babe Bulletin podcast, where we talk empowerment, self-love, boudoir, and anything else that makes us feel like a total babe. Right now, as you're listening, I am in Las Vegas, Nevada for a photography conference. If you're watching on YouTube, clearly I'm not actually there as I'm speaking in this very moment. I'm in my studio, but when the episode comes out, I will be in Las Vegas for the world's largest photography conference. And I've been to Vegas quite a few times, so why not share some of the sexiest stuff I've done out there? So if you and your significant other are looking for something fun for maybe an extended weekend getaway, you could take these recommendations and run with them. Vegas is really fun, but can also be a little bit overwhelming, especially if it's your first time there, because there is so much to do and you're not really sure what you're supposed to pick or not pick or experience. Don't worry, because I have some ideas for you. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm glad you're tuning in, and let's just jump right into it. So, obviously, you got to go to shows when you're out in Vegas. The one that I went to that was maybe the sexiest was Zumanity, which was a cabaret-style show done by Cirque du Soleil. Unfortunately, they closed in 2020. They did not survive COVID, but it was stunning because it was certainly for mature audiences. You had to be over 18 to go to this show. So they're wearing very little or nothing at all while doing acrobatics and dance and gymnastics. And there was some humor involved. There was a giant martini glass that was involved at one point. It was great. And I wish you could still go. But just because Zumanity closed doesn't mean there's not other options. I think checking out any Cirque du Soleil show is a good time. And the outfits that they wear and the poses that they can get into certainly give off some sexy vibes sometimes. But I have another recommendation since you can't make it to Zumanity. I would check out Fantasy, which is, according to the Luxor, the Strip's sexiest tease. And my husband and I have been to Fantasy. Had a great time. Amazing burlesque show. Gorgeous costumes. Very talented women. Very, very fun show to go to. And I would recommend checking it out. They've been doing it for 25 years. And they, according to the Luxor, they've set the gold standard for seductive entertainment on the Las Vegas Strip. It really is a fun show. And I had told my husband, because we've been out there a few times, that I really wanted to see showgirls or strip teases or burlesque or something. And we went to one show where I was expecting nothing but showgirls wearing very little. And I was very disappointed with the show because we didn't quite get that. So then the next time we went out there, I was like, this is it, Fantasy. This is what I want to go to. Had a lovely time. Great experience. I believe we went out for drinks after. We made a whole night of it. But if you're looking for something a little bit, a little bit spicier, you want to go see a burlesque show, get teased a little bit, I would check out Fantasy at the Luxor. If we're making a whole night of it, then you gotta, like I said, get drinks as well, which is what my husband and I like to do. We like to do a show and then drinks. And I think the sexiest place in Las Vegas to get drinks is the Chandelier Bar at the Cosmopolitan. It might just be my favorite place in all of Las Vegas. No, the Bellagio Gardens actually beat that out. The Bellagio Gardens are the most beautiful place in Las Vegas, but they're not sexy. They're just beautiful, and we want sexy. We want heat. We want diamonds. We want luxury. And that's what the Chandelier Bar is all about. It's stunning. It's multi-level. You are inside of a chandelier. There are crystals hanging everywhere. You're going to want to dress up, grab your favorite push-up bra, get the girls all situated, do your hair, get gussied up, feeling good, throw on a little black cocktail dress and shoes that maybe you can't actually walk around in anymore. And find a place to sit at the Chandelier Bar, take lots of pictures, and just enjoy each other's company. Maybe the show that you just went to stirred up a little bit of foreplay, and you and your partner can flirt and chit-chat before heading back to your hotel room. it is really a beautiful and stunning environment for exactly that. And they had something when my husband and I went that was off menu, like a secret drink, which I'm sure is not secret at all because you could probably find it on a million different blogs on the internet at this point. But it's a drink and it has this little flower in it. And when you chew the flower, it numbs your whole mouth and gives this drink like a totally different experience. And so, in terms of your five senses, this bar really does have it all. The cocktails smell amazing and they look gorgeous and the crystals look gorgeous and you hear all of the sounds of the casino and you know, it just is a very beautiful, beautiful spot to visit if you are going to be going to Las Vegas and you're staying on the Strip. Definitely worth checking out. Ha! Oh, I just Googled Chandelier Bar. People also ask, what is the secret drink at the Chandelier Bar? Yeah, see, it's not really secret. Everybody knows about this thing, but you feel special asking for it, right? It feels a little intimate going up to a bartender and being like, I would like the secret drink. Like, again, a little intimate, a little flirty asking for something that's off the menu. So I'd recommend getting that. It did taste very good. Will I ever want to eat that little flower again? No, I think it was a one and done kind of experience, but I'm glad I did it and it was really, really fun. And it's probably some of my favorite memories of all the times I've ever been to Vegas is going to the Chandelier Bar. Something else that you can do while you're in Vegas, and honestly, you could probably do this just about anywhere you travel to, but check out the spas. Vegas has amazing spas. And I think getting a couples massage with your significant other is a very fun and again intimate way to kind of kick off maybe whatever sexy experience you two are trying to have, especially if you're like making a whole day of it or maybe an extended weekend of it. Definitely go and get spa treatments done together. It's relaxing, it's soothing. The Strip is insane. It is busy, it is loud, it is almost a bit much at times. It can be very, very overwhelming. And if you're looking for a little bit of space and privacy and quiet, then you gotta go and get a spa treatment done. I have had them done at the Rio, although I know the Rio went through a ton of renovations and I'm not actually sure if they even have a spa anymore. I will be there shortly. As you're listening to this, I'm there currently. But I'm on their website right now and I'm trying to figure out if they still have a spa and I'm not seeing it. So maybe the Rio, maybe not, but tons of hotels on the Strip do have beautiful spas. And the bougier the hotel that you stay at, the bougier the spa is going to be. So I'd recommend booking a spa experience for you and your partner while you're out there. Because again, it's just so different than the rest of the time that you're going to be on the Strip. The Strip is loud and noisy and just lights flashing and it's go, go, go. And the spa just gives you a chance to breathe and reconnect and be in each other's presence. And it's just what you might need if you're on like day 3 of being out in Vegas. Vegas also has some fantastic lingerie stores, and when you were at Caesars, there's this big shopping center called the Forum Shops, and they have a lingerie store in there called Agent Provocateur. I think it's worth checking out, especially if you want some very, very high-end lingerie. I was just on their website, and, you can buy a pair of underwear for $500. So if you hit it big on the slots, and you're like, woohoo, what am I going to do with this jackpot winnings? And what are we going to do that feels sexy? Go check out Agent Provocateur because the lingerie there, very, very bougie, very, very nice. They also have adult toys. And these are the bougiest adult toys that I have ever seen. Am I going to tell you that they're maybe like worth the price? That I don't necessarily know. I mean, I saw the pieces and purses, the lingerie and things like that, and they are gorgeous. They're very beautiful pieces. one pair of underwear for $500? I don't know. If you're looking to spend some money, then go for it. You know, if you have it, go ahead. Let it rain. If you just won 10 grand on a slot machine, yeah, live it up. Live it up. Go get a $500 pair of underwear and a super sexy bra or what have you. Live it up. It is a gorgeous store. My one critique is that it's really not set up for us plus size girlies, and that is a huge bummer because guess what? Plus size girlies have sex and want to be sexy and want to feel sensual as well. And I really had a hard time when I was out there last trying to find plus size lingerie. So that is a bit of a disappointment. But if you are a plus size girly, you're probably used to it. Most stores don't carry stuff in our sizes. Woohoo! If you're straight sized, go ahead and check it out. Go explore the Agent Provocateur shop at Caesars because it is very beautiful. Even if you don't buy anything, still walking around is like, ooh, look at me. Look at me looking at a $600 bodysuit. Look at me pretending. And then, of course, the last thing I think you should do in Vegas is book a boudoir session. I have done several while out there myself. Like, I have been the person photographed. And I once booked a session with somebody who had rented out one of the big suites at the Venetian. And it was so much fun. Get dressed up. Doll yourself up. Buy a feather tulle robe if you can pack one. I've done it. It's not easy. They take up a lot of space, but you can indeed bring a tulle feather robe out to Vegas, and they photograph beautifully. And if you can, rent like a really, really nice suite in a hotel and hire a photographer to come out and take portraits of you. You're probably never going to go back to that suite again. And so it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As a photographer, if somebody hired me and then told me that I would be shooting on location in a luxury suite at a hotel, you better believe I'd be over the moon. That sounds like a blast. And boudoir, and Las Vegas has some very fantastic boudoir photographers. So I would definitely book a session while you're out there. Or, if you want to travel and hire me and fly me out there, I will gladly do it as well. I would love to travel to do a session in Vegas with you. That'd be so fun. But I think it's worth taking some time to do something special and extra for yourself while you're out there. The location is gorgeous. The views are gorgeous. The tubs in a lot of those hotel suites are immaculate and beautiful. So consider booking a photo shoot while you are out in Vegas. And then I have one more little bonus activity. I have not personally been here. I have driven by it many a times while out in Vegas. And I would like to eventually go there, I think. But it is the Erotic Heritage Museum. It's 24,000 square feet, dedicated to erotica and education and scientific and literary functions and how they relate to the sexual, emotional, and mental health of people. I don't know. This place seems intriguing to say the least. I'm not sure how sexy a museum would be. Normally when I think museum, sexy isn't really the adjective that I tie into that. But it's about erotic history, so it's got to be a little bit sexy, right? It's got to be a lot bit sexy, I would think. And I know that they do readings there and meet and greets and stuff with notable people in the world of sexual education and art. So there's an option. If you go there and you hate it, don't say I didn't warn you. I have not personally been there, so I cannot without a doubt say whether or not it's amazing. But it looks really fun, in my opinion. I mean, you can kind of get a sense of what they're about if you go to their website, and they have a very nice website. And I think it looks like a really cool museum. So it's definitely somewhere that I eventually would like to check out. If you're looking for something sexy to do, I think it's worth adding to your list. So those are my tips for things to do if you're looking for, something sexy to do. while you're in Las Vegas. I hope they help. And if you've tried one of them, please let me know in the comments. Or even better, if I forgot to mention something or there's something in Las Vegas that's a little bit steamy and I have not tried it yet, please tell me, because I am always on the lookout for stuff like that. And I would love to, do new things while out in Vegas. I feel like I've kind of done it all at this point. So give me your ideas. Let me know. Leave a comment. If you want to help out the studio, you can also find Bucks and Boudoir on social media. You can book your session by visiting bucksandboudoir.com. And if you want to help out the podcast, you can rate and review the Babe Bulletin, and that helps us a lot. Also, if you know somebody who might be interested in what we talk about here, please pass along this episode or any of the previous episodes, because that's how we get more ear holes on self-love and empowerment, and that's how we can build up this community and create more confidence in the people around us, which at the end of the day, isn't that exactly what we want? I think so. And now on to our Babe of the Week. And I am giving the Babe of the Week to another sports team. A while ago, I gave a shout out to the Detroit Lions, and now we're going to celebrate the Portland Trailblazers. Yes, the Portland Trailblazers, because they are the very first NBA team to pilot a device called OneCourt. The OneCourt device is a tactile sports broadcast, which means people who are blind can hold this board and feel what's happening. They know when the players are running up and down the court. They can tell what the score is. They can tell when refs make calls, all from their fingertips. So if you have any kind of visual disability, I can imagine how frustrating it would be to go to a sports event and not really know what's going on without having to ask whoever you're with for clarification. You can hear some things, but sports games really are not set up for people with visual impairments, which is why I think this OneCourt tactile board is so cool and inventive and inclusive. And we love that. So I'm going to, shout out the Portland Trailblazers for being the first NBA team to bring that to their stadium. I would love to see more do the exact same thing. Come on, Milwaukee Bucks, get a couple of these things. How cool that your fans of any kind of, visual ability can now enjoy the game alongside everybody else. That's awesome. And I'm going to shout out, obviously the Trailblazers, but also the people who have partnered and funded the OneCourt board, because it really is a fantastic idea. And I'm so happy when I come across stuff like this, because it's certainly nothing I would have ever thought of, because it's not something that I experience. And then when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad someone recognized that was an issue and came up with a really fantastic solution. So here's to hope, here's to seeing more MLB teams, NBA teams, the NFL bringing in boards like this so fans can enjoy their game no matter what. And that is it for the Babe Bulletin podcast. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And remember that your body is a good body, okay? You deserve to be kind to it.